All right, so in this video, we're going to do something we should have done a long time ago, and that's break down the Chinese yuan. Should have did this a long time ago, considering all the news and fundamentals and trade wars that pertain to the US and China. So, without further ado, let's jump into it and knock this thing out real fast. So, wasn't going to jump right into the chart. I will be on the chart in just a second, but I want to show you some fundamentals that align with the way that I'm looking at the technicals when I get over to the chart in just a second. So, I'm using Forecaster. It's a very good software platform, technical platform, covers everything from the technicals that you need when analyzing the market as well as the fundamentals. So I just want to hit the fundamentals up real quick. So just the key insights, recent news, resistance trading ranges according to UOB Group. The USD is not expected to break above key resistance level of 7.3350, and I'm going to show you what that is on the chart in just a second. The current trading range is anticipated between 7.24 and 7.37. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Analysts from the same group indicated that any dips below 7.27, which I'm going to display, are likely, but significant declines are not projected to reach the major support levels of 724. So let's head over to the chart, show you exactly what they're talking about, and show you what things look like up close in sort of like a real time. That fluctuation that they're talking about. So I'm starting off on the day because usually that's kind of like the way that you would review your fundamental analysis on the day. And I wanted to go break out those two ranges that they talked about. That 737 right here, 7.37 is the resistance at the top, and the 7.24 that you heard me reading about is the support at the bottom. So this is basically the range in which they expect this thing to continue to move in. That is all dependent on what happens to each currency and each economy. Okay, if there's also some more news. I'm not going to cover it in this video, but that suggests that the yuan could be weakening, meaning coming down as an asset versus the US dollar. I'm not going to cover that, but I am going to bring on my bias in which I will suggest more of a bearish trend. Not necessarily bearish because it's not bearish. This is completely consolidating. You know, don't get it misunderstood. Okay, there is no trend right now with the yuan currency. It's consolidating up, down, up, down, up, down. It does have a pretty wide range though, but it's just consolidating. If you notice here where you come up and reach and test, you know, that area, that resistance, and then you see how it reacts in the areas of support. This is all they're talking. This is all we were talking about, the resistance and the support. It's trading in this range. This part here is an anomaly. This was like, I think, at the beginning of the tariff stuff. Yeah, so you see the stuff around 4.2. This is the tariff stuff, okay? And basically, this also was a response to China fighting back. So it made it appear that their currency was going to strengthen. But of course, you see that come right back down. That didn't happen, and that brings us to where we are now. Now, thanks for hanging in there. With all that being said, like again, I want to come in closer. So I'm going to come down into the 15-minute chart. And of course, in true Harmonic Trading Club fashion, we are going to get, when we start the technical portion of this, which we're not going to be here that long because most of this was based off of fundamentals that I've already talked about. But right off top, you see as it was consolidating and moving sidewards, it started producing advanced patterns, which I've told you over and over and over again several times that when the market is consolidating and moving sidewards, that's where your advanced patterns can be found, and that's where they typically form. Now, unfortunately, we would have missed a run here because I wasn't looking at the yuan. Basically, this bigger bullish Gartley pattern filled to the T with no drawdown. Very beautiful work here. Filled to the T with almost no drawdown. Respects the Gartley perfectly. Fires off a 2-target winner. Okay. Then when he's done with that bullish one, we move over to the second part where he's working toward this bearish one. Now, remember, we're in real time and we expect the market to continue to consolidate and move sideways. We don't expect any breakouts or anything like that. We expect a reaction here, and this will be coming up pretty shortly. We fully expect a reaction right here in this zone once this Gartley pattern fills. Can I make that a little bit smaller? Yeah, okay. We fully expect a reaction once this filled, and this will be sometime within the next couple hours. Remember, this is a 15-minute chart, so each candle represents 15 minutes, and you can see that ticking up in real time. We expect this Gartley pattern to fill, and sometimes when the market throws you a pitch, sometimes you got to swing. So with me being aware of it this time, knowing that I missed the bull, I could have made some money there. I will take the bearish shot here once this Gartley pattern fills, but he has to get up there. The good thing about it is you can see how far of a reversal something like a Gartley pattern can send you. So me knowing that we're dealing with this range, I don't have to be that passive on the targets, meaning I'm just going to clean up a little bit. Meaning that I would normally, my targets would be based off the A to D leg here, the A to D retracement, and I would pretty much just try to target a 618 retracement on the way down for a bearish trade, right? The 618 retracement is what I would be looking at. But because I am seeing this thing range here, I could go a little bit further if I wanted to. I could even go back and suggest that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that we could see that area again. But that would be an ultra aggressive target, but I don't have reasons not to. So that easily covers the technical part of it. We would have to break and close below some of these levels here. Like, break and close below, I'll say this guy here. Break and close below him before we could continue to suggest. Break and close a candle, break and close below that 78, what's that, 7.28 level. Try to make a candle, not the best, but I think it'll work for this example. We would need to close beyond that with a bearish candle to even suggest that we could test this guy and take him out. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be looking at if this thing does come up and fill. I don't know. Right now, it's a little bit, if we look at the RSI, it's a little overbought. And it looks like this thing might have some trouble getting up there filling this Gartley. But the good thing about it is patterns like Gartley and Cypher, for whatever reason, a lot of times those will just wick up and touch and go get what they want. The same way you saw this go just wick down for the start, just wick down and reach and start it. You can get the same thing on a fill sometimes. You'll just get this thing, even though it looks like it's rolling over. I'm not going to be that concerned about that. And he just got a higher high, higher close versus this guy. So this might just be a slight correction, and then he could come back and get it. So it might take a little while, but I'm going to keep my eyes open on it. But I wanted to just make this quick video to show you guys what the Yuan is looking like. Read up on it, talk about it a little bit, and tell you, and show you guys, yeah, you could trade this too. And it operates the same way. All the same stuff applies. Your support, your resistance applies, your harmonic patterns apply, and you can basically, if you like trading Forex or if you're into currencies, you can start taking a look at the dollar Yuan, because it's got a lot of activity. It's probably going to have a lot of activity going forward into the tariff situation is completely sorted out. However it ends up being, if China comes to the table and says, okay, well, what do you think about this number? Because we definitely want to get paid for their economy when U.S. Exports come over, and the United States is going to have to say, well, that's fine, but you're going to have to start paying, or keep paying, a tariff when your products get imported here. So didn't want to make this thing go too long. Just wanted to show you guys, in true Harmonic Trading Club fashion, and we can do the same thing with all of these assets, no matter the instrument, no matter the market, Bitcoin, currency markets, Forex, stocks, ETFs, all of it's all the same. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it brought some value to you. Hit the like button if you can. If this brought value to you, that'll help the algorithm push this out to people who might need to see it. Share the video for anybody who might be interested and need to take a look at this. Been talking about it, but don't have enough information. This will probably help them. Okay. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And if you do subscribe, turn your bell notifications on so you can be alerted when amazing videos like this come out from the Harmonic Trading Club. That's all we have on this one. You guys be safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next video.